What is going on, guys? Welcome to the stream. What's happening? Let's see what's going on here. Angel. Yeah, go Bill. Hey, I'm rooting for the Bills, buddy. I am pulling for the Bills today. Heck yeah. What is going on? Andrew, welcome to the stream. Eagle Star, welcome to the stream. Sentinel, what's going on, brother? How are you doing today? All right, Sunday Fun Day. You know how that goes. Well, kind of interesting. I figured this might be the better way to make the announcement. One, we have a pay-per-view event coming on that you guys may have heard of called WrestleMania. That is coming. You can see we have tonight's Thursday Thunder. We have Monday Nitro. And another Thursday Thunder, WrestleMania. That will be with the WWE and the WCW. But another thing we have, and this isn't exactly a pay-per-view. We're going to add this as another show until we can get to the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view. But the King and Queen of the Ring tournament is going to start again. We haven't done this since Season 1. We're now in Season 5. So that is about to be something. Now, remember, tonight, we actually have a lot of matches going on, but in our main event, we have the final match between Blackheart and Totes to decide the WCW Championship 15-minute Iron Man match. Who's going to come out on top of that? To this point, it has always come out a tie, so we will have to wait and see how that goes. Title will not change hands in case of a tie. We're going to have Sentinel facing off against Hogan. Tag team championships on the line. Women's television championship on the line. A little tune-up right here that we're going to have for the King and the Queen of the Ring. So we're going to get to see a lot of wrestlers competing in that. Paul the Thing getting his shot at Goldberg's title tonight. Look at this. This started a few weeks ago with Andrew Dubb saying, you know what, maybe I team up with Grady. Now, Simba and Grady's still a part of American Alpha, but tonight, Grady and Andrew Dubb's going to tag up. No titles on the line, but a match. Money in the Bank Women's World Title will be on the line between Jane and Heather D, the leader of the Four Horsewomen, and he asked for it. A lot of people asked for it, to be fair. Digital gonna face off in a 2-on-1 handicap match against Rowdy and Eagle. And then, of course, our main event. So let's get this thing started. Getting started really quick. You think about it. I've got 4 different drinks over here, so should be fun. Should be a good night. Only one of them's alcohol, though, to be fair. That's the bourbon glass.
The following is scheduled for one fall, and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making his way to the ring from Virginia, weighing in at 308 pounds, the Blueprint, Sam Trowell.
This is kind of one of the bigger matches. Now, Sentinel has faced off for the World Championship, but now facing off against a Universal and World Champion. This will go a long way to not only put his name up on the map, but the Universal Money in the Bank briefcase is on the line. Sentinel could win right now as shot on his terms at the Universal World Championship title belt. So a big match, maybe one of the biggest of Sentinel's career. But that's getting ready to get started now. What's funny, I don't think Sentinel and Hogan have ever faced off. So what is Hogan's mindset going to be like coming into this match? Is he going to underestimate Sentinel? Because everyone who has lost. What is going on, Rowdy? Welcome to the stream. And don't get me wrong, we still have the business of the Four Horsemen. Might not see a lot of it tonight.
From Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, Hulk Hogan.
Might not see a lot of it tonight as far as who and what, but the match with Digital tonight could be the first in determining who the Fourth Horseman is going to be. Rowdy picked Digital, so Digital will face off 2-on-1. And he might be getting off easy because I really plan, or I've heard that the plans are going to be the people who are put up between Rowdy, Eagle, and Totes to be considered one of the Fourth Horsemen. We'll go through a gauntlet against the Horsemen tonight with Totes having this final match with Blackheart. Digital will only be facing off against 2 of the 3 Horsemen. So, the next one might be getting all 3. Hogan always knowing how to make an entrance. What a way to get tonight started. Hulk Hogan and Sentinel in the ring. Mano a mano, one-on-one. Look at Sentinel. Sentinel eyeing Hogan saying, okay, we got this. Sentinel, another name that has been thrown into the ring to possibly become one of the Fourth Horsemen. Hogan, though, too, is surprisingly powerful. Like, you look at it and you're like, okay, well, those moves aren't doing a whole lot of damage, but when Hogan puts these moves on, they are doing a lot of damage. When Sentinel puts them on, you know they're doing damage. Hogan sidesteps that knee right there, trying to get back in control of the match. Even though he's not wearing the colors of the New World Order, you know Hogan's still one of the more dirty players in the game. But I think that's one of those things, too, as you kind of start progressing with the age. You got to start doing some things that maybe even the matchup a little bit, maybe even the score. But right now to this point, Hogan has been in control of the match, and typically when he stays in control for this long, the W's about to follow. So Sentinel has got to get it turned back around, start putting Hogan up against the ropes, start putting Hogan in some kind of way, hoping or forcing Hogan to make a mistake in this match. And Sentinel now starting to get in control, but look at this, Hogan right to his feet. Sentinel sees it coming, almost like he had scouted him already. Gives him a little Junior Hogan leg drop, doesn't let him out of the ring, which is probably a very smart decision. One place I know I don't want to fight Hogan is on the outside of that ring. And now look at this. We talked about him getting it turned back around, but look how quick Hogan can get back to his feet. Hogan starting to sense that the momentum was going in the wrong direction. Gets back to his feet with a quickness to get back in control of this match. Hogan going up, to the top rope. Sentinel up top, but doesn't get turned back around in time. Double axe handle, and here it comes. Hogan leg drop. Now goes, rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and Sentinel kicking out of the leg drop in 2. But look, Hogan starting to get the crowd fired up. And Sentinel playing a little bit of possum. Sentinel now gets Hogan up. Thought he might have been going for the pin, but that typically sets him up. Here's Sentinel's finishing move now. Jumps through the leg. 2, and Hogan kicks out, and I've got a feeling that whichever way this match is about to go, it's about to go that way right now. Hogan now starting to get back to his feet. Sentinel probably wisely realizes that might have been a little further than he had the range for. And getting in there, that rib breaker, big knee right to the face. We've actually seen Sentinel win a match on that. But is Sentinel going to stay on point? Started to, but look at this. Hogan gets it turned back around, gets him up. Big slam incoming, and that typically sets up Hogan's leg drop. But Sentinel trying to get back to his feet. And that slam took a little bit out of him. Can Sentinel take advantage of Hogan playing it up to the crowd? Can't quite get there in time. And Hogan, one of the masters, been doing this for a long time, starting to use the ring and Sentinel's body weight against him. But look at that, misses that leg drop. And Sentinel gets Hogan into the neck breaker. And all these moves on the outside of the ring starting to could really start taking a toll. Power bomb. I was going to say, this is probably the place where if Sentinel can get Hogan back into the ring after that power bomb, might be able to get a quick pinfall here. Trying to get Hogan away from them ropes, so not a quick pinfall, but now rolling up the leg, 1, and Hogan out in 1. So Hogan kicking out in 1, that's got to be pretty disheartening right away for Sentinel. But look at this, mini Hogan 360 leg drop. Sentinel setting up for it right now. Getting ready to take a trip to Scary Town, but Hogan reverses it. Sentinel ducks the punch though and whips Hogan into the corner. Oh, that is pretty impressive for a big man to do a backflip splash off that second rope, not even off the top rope. But look at this, here we go again. Another big power bomb on the outside of the ring. And those are devastating moves. How fast can Sentinel get in this ring? Well, it doesn't matter how fast he can get in it. How fast can he get on top of it? Big elbow drop right onto the back of Hogan. Sentinel now picking up Hogan, and I think it's coming on in. Again, the move that sets up his finisher. If Sentinel can get this in, he will win this Money in the Bank Championship. He does. Rolls through the leg. 1, 2, 3. And Sentinel has just become the Universal Money in the Bank winner.
Here is your winner, and Mr. Money in the Bank, the Blueprint, Sam Trowell.
What is going on, Grady? Welcome to the stream, brother. Here in a little bit, Grady and Andrew Dubs of Dubs Wrestling will be wrestling in a tag team match tonight. But before we can get to any of those other tag team matches, the first one up has the women's WCW tag team titles on the line. So part of this, we know the 4 horsewomen broke up and then the Order of the Phoenix was created, right? But what we don't know is who Judge Julie Justice was going to pick as her tag team partner. As it turns out, she does not go with fellow 4 horsewoman Jade Jarrett. She instead goes with Victoria Van Diver, and they are now your current WCW World Tag Team Champions. What is going on, Mr. Ross? Welcome to the stream. So can Phoenix and Mimi, now that they have actually brought or got 2 of the 4 horsewomen on their side and in their faction, can Phoenix and Mimi now bring home the WCW World Tag Team titles? What's funny, they were the champions for quite some time and now get a shot to bring them home again. They lost it to the 4 horsewomen, but now not only are they aligned with 2 of the 4 horsewomen, they are going after one of them now to get those World Tag belts back. Guys, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live. Share the video. We are currently up to 849 subscribers, on our way to 1,000. And if you don't know what we do here, if you're like, why should I even subscribe? Let me tell you real quick. We make the wrestlers. We make all the arenas. We make the title belts. I turn off the commentary. The computer controls the wrestlers. I don't. Look, Mom. No hands. The computer controls the wrestlers. And I just announce. And I announce it live. I see it when you see it. So I have got no control over who wins and who loses. It is just as much a surprise to me as it is to you, but right now, WCW Women's Tag Team title belts on the line in this match.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall, and is for the WCW Women's World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers, the Order. And their opponents, they are the WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, the Authority.
So even though they are the World Tag Team Champions, the newly formed Authority, which makes sense if you got anybody named Judge Julie Justice on your side, this will be the very first time these two actually wrestle as tag team champions or as a team in any kind of capacity. And the reason for this is when the 4 horsewomen broke up, which we just witnessed on Monday Night Nitro, when they broke up, the 2 tag team champions had a match against each other. Winner took the belts with them and got to name their own tag team partner. Judge Julie Justice beat Angela Starr and then named Victoria Van Diver, who is currently in the ring right now, her tag team partner. So that's how we got here. And now the Order of the Phoenix trying to win those tag team title belts back. But it's kind of crazy because Victoria Van Diver, Judge Julie Justice, and Phoenix have all held world gold before. Kind of makes you wonder, is Mimi going to get her shot before too long? We've been seeing a lot in the men's division where people who haven't normally been getting world title shots have been getting them as of late and taking advantage of those shots and winning the title. So, is she going to be able to get it? We don't know. Victoria Van Diver, though, trying to stay in control right now, trying to impress her new partner, Triple J. And at this point, probably doing so. Staying in control of Phoenix. Phoenix now trying to get a tag, trying to crawl back to her corner, but look at this. Victoria Van Diver not letting her do it. And now, seeing if she can go over there and get another piece of Mimi. Holy Moses, we don't see very many people with the ability to do that jump over the top rope powerbomb onto the floor. We've seen the Ultimo Dragon do it, but we have not really witnessed too many people doing that. Victoria Van Diver adding that to her repertoire, apparently. And getting Mimi. Phoenix now, though, taking advantage of the situation. And even though you can win the match, but you cannot win the tag team title belts if there is a count out. Phoenix wisely backs off to allow Victoria Van Diver back in the ring. She gets there first, maintains control of this match, and snaps suplex right there. Now rolls up the leg, but only a 1 count. You got to start to wonder, is Victoria Van Diver going to get the judge tagged in anytime soon? You can tell right now she needs to. What is going on, Peyton? Welcome to the stream. So, Victoria Van Diver still unable to get her partner tagged in, but look at this. It almost looks like Mimi is wanting a piece of the judge, allows the judge to get tagged in, and now here we go. If there was really a rivalry, it would be between the Order of the Phoenix and Judge Julie Justice. But right now, neither one of these women can decide who is going to get played or who's going to play it up to the crowd the biggest. And now Mimi gets Phoenix tagged back in, but realize this, the judge probably the freshest of all 4 of these wrestlers. So something she's got to watch out for. And big neck breaker. Holy Moses. I was like, what is Phoenix doing? But Phoenix gets out, tries to springboard it, but just too far. Look at, I'm telling you, I think a lot of these wrestlers now starting to get a lot more comfortable in what they're doing. And a lot of them starting to add a little springboard action to their movesets. But Phoenix not allowing Victoria Van Diver to come after. Plays it up to the crowd, and look at that. Played a little possum on the judge. Judge came out to dole out her sentence, but Phoenix instead just waiting in the grass, kind of like a snake. And takes advantage of that opening. Gets Judge Julie Justice, and then still going after Victoria on the outside, telling the judge, get to your feet, come on, get in this ring. Now, both of them went for a move, both of them missed, but I think Phoenix might. I think Phoenix might have got the worst of that, and now the judge back in control of this match. Remember, the current champions are in red. Victoria Van Diver and the judge, current WCW World Champions. Look at that. You look at the size of the judge, and you would not expect her to be able to do that jumping, rolling armbar like that. But Phoenix fighting out of it. Now referee already to an 8 count. Wrestlers need to get back in this ring. They do. And the judge getting in there knocks Phoenix off her feet, just off balance a little bit, allowing her to get back in control of the match. Mimi there, though, to break it up quickly. The judge is like, wait, what is going on? Can the judge stop Phoenix from getting to Mimi? No, she doesn't. Mimi now tagged in, and Mimi versus the judge. Just kind of how it started off. Now jumps through, rolls the leg, 2. And wow, thought we were going to have a 3 count right there. Like 2 3/4 is about what we had. And the judge now kind of reeling a little bit, trying to get back out of this ring where she was once one of the freshest wrestlers in the match. She no longer is. A big swinging backbreaker. 1, 2. And Mimi kicking out. And 2. Look at Look at Victoria. She's like, what is going on with this? Mimi crawling over to the ropes, using the corner, trying to get back to her feet, but still kind of out of it. The judge now trying to take advantage of it, and look at this. It is almost what the Order of the Phoenix does. Plays a little bit of possum to get back in control, to get the advantage back in the match, but the judge getting some things turned back around. And now you can see these wrestlers starting to want to tag a lot faster, trying to get their breath, starting to run out of energy a lot quicker on both sides of this, because look, Mimi now getting Phoenix tagged back in, so now back to Phoenix and Victoria Vandiver. But Phoenix spins through, grabs that ankle. Is Victoria going to tap out? Referee right in position, but on the wrong side of it. The judge gets that broke up. Victoria rolls to the outside. Phoenix trying to take care of the judge, but look at this. Judge holding on to them ropes, not having it. But she's having it now. But which way is Phoenix going to turn her attention to? Well, she's going to turn it towards Mimi and get her tagged back in this match. Victoria rolls in, but look at this. And nobody there to help Victoria, but she doesn't need any help. Kicks out in one. And now Mimi getting the old elbow to the head. And look at this. I mean, in the beginning of these matches, it wasn't going quite like this, but in and out, in and out. Oh, that was about to be the finisher, but look how Victoria fights through it. Not only fights through it, but now puts her own finishing move onto Phoenix. And remember, we talked about why that is so important. 3 count right there, but look at the height of Victoria Vandiver. When she picks you up to do the choke slam, it's not that the choke slam is that powerful, but now.
And still, WCW Women's World Tag Team Champions, The Authority.
But now the momentum and velocity of where you start from when you come down and hit the ring, that's on another level. So a lot of people able to get up from that. So fights through Phoenix's finishing move, applies her own, and then proves to her tag team partner that she made the right decision in choosing her, as they retain the World Tag Team titles. Now, we talked about Angela Starr and Judge Julie Justice in their fight last week, but this week, Angela Starr going up against Kelly Kidman of the Bikers, facing off for the WCW Women's Television Championship. So, going to see a lot of the Order of the Phoenix tonight. Brand new faction, newly formed after the 4 Horsewomen broke up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WCW Women's World Television Championship.
I'm telling you, the Order of the Phoenix, their new outfits on another level. Easily, probably one of the top outfits between all 4 of them right now. So Angela Starr, former world champion, was a WCW World Tag Team Champion until Monday Night Nitro, where she ended up losing the title to Judge Julie Justice. However, getting her shot here tonight against Kelly Kidman for the WCW television title. Can she start to climb her way back in to that world title picture again? Tonight will be a really good start to start making that happen. Kelly Kidman, relatively unknown, still don't know a lot about her, but what we do know is Witcher went out, recruited her, and got her in to the Bikers faction, and ever since she has showed up, she has not lost a match. Can Angela change that here tonight? Or is she going to continue her climb in the WCW women's division?
Introducing the challenger from Birmingham, Alabama, Angela Starman. And her opponent from the west side, she is the WCW Women's World Television Champion, Girl Dynamite, Kelly Kidman.
So here we go, WCW Women's Television Championship on the line. Getting ready to get it started. Will this be the first title that the Order of the Phoenix wins and brings in as the Order of the Phoenix? Jane has a title belt, however, will this be the first new title belt introduced into the Order of the Phoenix? Angela now getting Kelly Kidman up in the trio woe and using that, boots right to the abdomen, and then foot on the neck, and already a 2 count, which is kind of shocking, but I think Angela was just as shocked as anybody that it was already up to a 2 count. Maybe Kelly Kidman underestimating what is going on right now. Maybe the winning streak starting to go to her head, but Angela, it isn't going to her head. Now Kelly trying to get back up on track. Misses the boot. Angela turns it back around, and look at this. Back and forth they go. Now that has been one of the things when you start looking at what makes wrestlers great, sometimes playing it up to the crowd at the wrong time. Not this time, however, but most of the time it doesn't seem like the timing is exactly right with how they play it up to the crowd. Angela now on the outside of the ring. Kelly Kidman top rope. Look at that missile. Elbow face smash. Regardless of what it was off the top rope. Quick little scoop slam on the way by, and then brain buster right onto the back of the knee. And this is what makes Miss Kidman so tough. Her offense is like it comes in droves, and it is fast. Fast, fast, fast. Look at this. Have you ever seen anything like that? No. No, you haven't. Now up on the top rope. Goes huge leg drop, but I think she might have missed that one. If she didn't miss it by much. Angela's starting to recover now, letting the hands and the feet go. Picks her up, swinging side slam, and now Angela trying to get the crowd going. Get them behind her. And laying the boots to Kelly. One forearm, 2 forearms. And another calf right across the chest of Kelly Kidman. Now whips her into the side. Is she going to get her back up in the Trio O, or is this something else? Something else incoming. Super Bulldog off that second rope. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And kicks out in 2. I think Angela was like, I got this right now. So shocked to see Kelly kicking out. Now here we go. This is her finishing move, and it might be all over but the crying. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And look at this. Win streak still intact for Kelly Kidman. Listen to that crowd chant. They are getting more and more impressed by what Kelly Kidman is doing, but now Angela Starr bringing it up top. Huge body splash. Like just sold out for that one, but Kelly Kidman rolls out of the way of the boots and now back up onto her feet, whips Angela into the ropes, goes up. Thought she might have been going down, timing off on that, misses it, but not off on that knee. How fast was the recovery of that? You saw that knee buckle Angela's knees and immediately back up. Gets Kelly Kidman in the Boston Crab. Wrenching back on her back. Is Kelly going to tap out? No, Kelly instead fights out. Gets her spun around. Look at this, a pin. And we have seen her win like that on the sneaky little schoolboy pin. Thought it was going to be another swinging side slam, but not. Kelly fights through that. Gets Angela in a headlock. Puts the knuckles to the forehead. And now knees right back to the midsection. It is kind of amazing what Kelly Kidman has endured, because you thought at 2 different points she would have been pinned, but fought through those pins and now back in control of this match. Angela trying to get to her feet. Kelly giving her the help, and multiple knees going to the head. Now going back up to the top rope, and there it is. She missed it the first time, hits it the second. 1, 2, and somehow Angela kicks out in 2, rolls over. The 2 competitors lock eyes. And now Angela trying to set up for her own finishing move. It's right in between. The timing just a little bit off. Picks her up again. Now rolls back, gets into position, and gets her this time. We might have a brand new television champion streak. Could be coming to an end, and it does. Angela Starr is your brand new WCW Women's Television Champion.
Here is your winner and new WCW Women's World Television Champion, Angela Starman.
I am telling you, back and forth streak has come to an end, but if I was anybody watching this match, especially TJ, I would be a little bit nervous, because you know now that frees her up to go after the United States title. So, is that what she's going to do? Something we're going to have to keep an eye on, but I can almost guarantee you that she is. Now, look, there's going to be a lot of people in this match we haven't quite seen in a long time. We haven't seen a lot of JP as of late. We haven't seen Boom in a long time. Boom in his brand new look. Bama, we've seen his look. Bobby O going to be making his way in his second match. Will it end better than his first? KVD, haven't seen him in a while. And Recon Delta, your current men's television champion. Damian made his debut again back in WCW last week, and now the Giant. Haven't seen a whole lot of him lately, but there's going to be quite a few big men in this match. Will be interesting, but just consider this a little bit of a tune-up for the King of the Ring tournament that's getting ready to start right after this episode.
Is an elimination match. Making his way to the ring, representing the NWO from South Carolina, weighing in at 383 pounds, the Giant.
So yeah, the big announcement, King and Queen of the Ring tournament getting ready to start. We are going to add it as a show, not a pay-per-view, as a show until we get to the pay-per-view. But if you think about it, there is a lot of matches. Just in round one alone, there's over 30 matches that have to happen to even get into round two. So it's going to become its own show. That will happen after Thunder, but we only have this Thunder, the King of the Ring tournament episode, Nitro, and another Thunder, and we will be in, for the very first time in 5 seasons, WrestleMania.
Power and glory from Montgomery, Alabama, weighing in at 248 pounds, Bennett Ford.
So WrestleMania coming up here before we even know it. WCW and WWE stars will be facing off against one another. Yeah, it's crazy. We put a lot of effort into every single one of these CODs. We put a lot of effort into their movesets, into their entrances, into their victory motions. Into the pyro. And it doesn't always translate in the upload. Sometimes we upload them before it's all done because it's a thing that happens over time. We watch them wrestle a little bit, we tweak the moveset. We watch them wrestle, we tweak the moveset. We watch them wrestle, we tweak the moveset. So if you're downloading them, it might be a thing where you got to tweak them as well.
Illinois, weighing in at 317 pounds, Hacksaw Bobby O.
Hacksaw Bobby O making his way down to the ring. Redneck Kung Fu Sensei. He runs the Redneck Kung Fu Dojo. And you can see that. So important that he runs it, he even has it tattooed on his arm. So probably wasn't the debut he was hoping for, but can he get that turned around here tonight and make amends for that? We're about to find out.
Representing the Bikers from Salt Lake City, Utah, weighing in at 177 pounds, the Super Extreme Champion, Jaden the Wick Palmer.
JP making his way down to the ring, having one of our nostalgic belts, one of our throw belt backs. He won the GC Rock Survival title belt and carries that down to the ring, carries it wherever he goes. At some point, we'll be putting that back on the line. While it may not be an official belt of the WCW, we're still going to fight for it. Not that most of these wrestlers need a reason to fight, but this is just another one. Funny thing about JP, too, you look at his size and you start to underestimate him. Now, I wouldn't do that. JP has held his own against much, much larger wrestlers. Originally thought of to be a manager and does do a little bit of managing still, but also proven to be one of our better wrestlers in the WCW.
And representing the NWO from Elysian Fields, weighing in at 252 pounds, the WCW World Television Champion, Army Ranger.
Recon Delta back on track again. If you remember, Recon Delta, one of the longest on-screen winning streaks that we've ever had, all the way back into Season 1, and then one of the best records, to only then go on to one of the longest losing streaks we've ever seen. Then teams up with Totes, kind of starts getting things back on track, but not getting the respect that he felt he deserved, and then ends up joining the NWO and is now your WCW World Television Champion.
And from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 271 pounds, Dangerous Boom.
We have not seen Boom since the WWE, and it was early on in the WWE. Kind of don't feel like we were really getting his look down. However, think we might be getting a little bit closer if you look at it. Red, white, and Boom. Now wearing the red, white, and blue colors, making his way down to the ring. Boom, one of our larger wrestlers. Just physique-wise, kind of gives you the little, reminds you a little bit of Bobby, but looking to make a splash here now in WCW. Can he get his career jump-started again? Think he might have held the hardcore title for longer than anybody's ever held it. Well, between him and Cecil Davis. So, quite interesting. Used to play a much bigger part, looking to do so again.
And representing the Primetime Players from Staten Island, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds, one half of the Fighting Tag Team Champions, KVD.
Another nostalgic title belt making its way down to the ring. The 8-man tag team titles. Again, not an official tag team title belt in the WCW. The only way to win it is for 4 tag teams in a tornado-style match. elimination match to be the last team standing, or at least one person from that team be the last one standing. So, another nostalgic title belt. Two of them, two of the holders in this match here tonight. Getting tuned up for the start of the King of the Ring tournament. Thought KVD might have been the last one, but might have miscounted because look at what's going on here. Look at the state of this arena.
And their opponent from New York, weighing in at 338 pounds, Damian.
So Damian proven to be quite the force, making his debut. Things not going the way he thought they would go, but getting another shot here tonight to change the stars of that, and again getting tuned up for this King of the Ring match. 8-way elimination match getting ready to happen right now. It's funny, son of The Undertaker. Really the biggest thing he's taken from The Undertaker right there, besides the necklace, is The Undertaker's glove that he wears on his left hand. Yeah, there's some big boys in this ring. This ring might want to be careful. It might end up getting broke. So here we go, 8 people in the ring, and look at these guys getting after it. You know, we talk about it a lot, but when there's this many people in the ring, whatever action I'm calling, you might want to divert your eyes. Listen to what I'm saying, but divert your eyes in another direction so you can try to catch more of the match. KVD having Damian's leg rolled up, but look at this, the referee, she's on the ground. Doesn't even know what's going on, and with that many big men in the ring, not surprised that the referee would already be on the ground. Who do you think is going to be the first one out of this match? Put it down in the comments section. First person to get eliminated in this match, who do you think it's going to be? Makes you wonder. You got Bobby O, pretty new to the wrestling scene. Damon, don't know what he's been doing for the last 4 or 5 seasons. Bama's been getting after it. Haven't seen the Giant in a minute. Boom, is he going to have the ring rust? Is KVD able to perform? Now the tag team title belts that he won have nothing to do hardly with being a tag team, to be fair. Has to do with controlling chaos and possibly have another partner. Look at that. Recon Delta over the top rope, hits the Giant, but the Giant barely fazed by it. And what kind of a move was that in the center of the ring? Looked like some Karate Kid stuff going on coming from KVD. Bob delivering a forearm to the back of JP. Boom getting up. Almost looks like he's taking credit for it. Damian not having it though. Bama boy Hurricane run on to Recon Delta. Bob getting after Damian. Damian thought he fought through it. Bob's like, get in this ring. This is getting ridiculous. Got to clear some people out of my fighting area. Thought Bob wasn't going to see Boom coming, but he does see him coming. Hits him with a big elbow. Boom rolls out of the ring, and just like he threw Damian into the ring, throws him right back out and then plays it up to the crowd. Damian probably not too happy about looking silly. So gets Bob and puts him in a crazy looking chokehold. Referee right on top. Bob fighting through it, but look at this. KVD got the leg of the Giant rolled up. And a 2 count on the Giant. KVD might be the first person to eliminate somebody in this match, and that first person might end up being the Giant. Or it might not be. If you look at how that went down, that didn't quite go down the way that they probably thought it should. And now, Giant walking around with the chair. Recon Delta taking that chair and using it against the Giant. Boom now taking him, throwing him in. Damian got the leg of Bob rolled up. Bob kicking out in 2. And look at this. Finishing move put onto Recon Delta, the current WCW television title. No titles on the line here. And Recon Delta, if you guessed Recon, was the first to be eliminated. Bob now on the outside waiting on Damian. Damian trying to choke slam Bob. Bob not having it. JP now gives KVD two boots to the face. Call him in the morning. Bob trying to sneak past him, but now Bama and Damian putting the old double team on Bob. And JP there trying to take advantage of that situation. Bama not having it, throws JP in the ring. Boom, KVD. Boom throws KVD in the ring, and now Boom back on to the Giant. Oh, Bama tried to hit him with the old roll tide, but ended up missing. That would have been all over but the crying. KVD rolling up the leg. Bama kicking out in 1. Bob delivering some stuff, trying to get a little redneck kung fu justice going on. Getting after JP, getting after Boom. Now back after JP. Boom trying to fight the Giant, but gets in Damian's way. Damian's like, no way. And Damian and Bob are back at it. Referee, though, right now inside the ring, kind of following around KVD, thinking something's about to happen. And something does happen, but probably not what she was thinking about. Look at this. Boom, delivering bad shots to Bobby O. Using the bat of Totes my Goats, delivering them bad shots right to Bobby. Bobby not having it, though. Says, come here, Boom, let me show you something. And a 2 count on JP. Damian starting to really, you can sense the frustration. And look at that, Bama gets out of the way. Tries to hit him with the roll tide, but KVD blocks the roll tide and gets back in control. No, he doesn't. Who knows what's going on between the... Look at that, Damian again. Saves Kamikaze Von Doom, but you know what doesn't get saved is Bama. Just to prove that no good deed goes unpunished. But Bama kicks out of Damian's finishing move in 2. Big choke slam by the Giant onto Boom. KVD out. That's Boom. Boom is out. We are down to 5 competitors in this match right now. Bobby O catching the Giant right and dirty. Now rolls up the leg. 1. And kicks out in 1. JP getting after Damian. And look, between the 5 of these guys, I don't think any of them can decide what to do. Giant takes Bob, throws him over the top rope and onto the floor. Bama's still on the ground now. Giant rolls up the leg. 2. Kung Fu, the sensei of redneck Kung Fu, not having it. Kicks out in 2. Damian now getting Totes bat, and JP not having that at all. Bobby O now getting back to his feet. Giant sees what JP is doing, but it doesn't matter what he's doing. JP's just going around hitting people left and right, all left, right, willy-nilly with that table. And is JP going to be able to end the Giants' night right now? And that is exactly what he does. The smallest guy in this arena just ends one of the larger guys' nights. Bama, though, he doesn't care whose night just got ended. He's trying to end JP's night right now, but JP kicking out in one. Bobby O taking care of Damian, throws him across the way, but JP coming out on top in the end. And look, Damian just passing out the diving clotheslines. Like they're about to go out of style. He's got a fire cell on flippity-doo-dah clotheslines. And triple power bombs. Yowie. Bama, though, throws him back in the ring. I think Bama was going to try to go for the pin on JP there, though. JP jumps up. And Damian just not having it. Just not going to have it. Referee way out of position. 2, 3. And Damian ends Bama's night. JP fights through that. And now look at this. 2 big men and JP. 1 power bomb. 2 power bombs. 3 power bombs a lady. And a diving clothesline just for you. He is passing them out. You get a diving clothesline. You get a diving clothesline. It's like an Oprah Winfrey show. Bob picks him up and he puts the finishing move on him. But JP getting in the way, causing problems. Bob not able to get the pin. Now Bob's starting to fight through it. And Bob, look, not a happy camper about what's going on. And what was that? Doesn't matter what that was. Oh, see, JP even says it doesn't matter what it is. JP now just fighting both guys. Bob wisely just backs off. Says, hey, let me get this baseball bat from Totes my Goats. And this might be exactly what Bob needed to happen. Now takes him, throws him right in. Even though it's got a little bit of padding still, you can see the steel, but only a 1 count. Damian, long way to go, it apparently looks like. And he's not having it. JP, though, look at this. Splits Bob open. But Bob quickly back to his feet. JP now letting it all go. Hands, fists, whatever. Hits him with that move again. Trying to get back to his feet. But Damian back to his feet first. Look at this. Bob bides his time. And then picks up the baseball bat. Tried to get that baseball bat. I don't know if you caught that, but Bob tries to get the baseball bat up. JP runs into it, but the momentum still carries JP through it. And now Bob is pissed, going after JP with a vengeance. Now Damian. Damian trying to fight him off. And we are down to 3 wrestlers. Now, I thought JP would have been going after Damian, but not the case. Bob on the ground. JP getting back to his feet. Tells Damian no, so then Damian walks over and says, what do you mean no? Finishing move incoming from Damian. Oh, hits him again. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. And now the 2 guys that weren't happy with how their debut went are now one-on-one. Once there was 8, now there are 2. Who is going to win this match? Is it going to be Bob or Damian, or are they just going to break the ring? Bob has blood coming down from his forehead. Damian now gets back to his feet. Gets Bob with a choke slam. Rolls up the leg. That was choke slam was right on to that ladder, but somehow Bob kicks out in 2. And Bob fighting right now to get back to his feet. Damian goes after the stairs, which is typically a fatal mistake in these matches. Can Bob take advantage of this? You can see right now how much this is taken out of all the wrestlers. And Bob, just look at the back of Bob. Lots of sweat. Damian now fights through it. Jumping DDT on the outside. And you know these moves on the outside carry a lot more weight with them. Now kendo stick. Bob gets out of the way, stops the kendo stick from happening, picks up Damian. Huge torture rack swinging neck breaker. Is he going to go for the pin? Goes for the stairs. Usually not a good thing. Wisely lets the stairs go. And then throws the stairs onto Damian. There you go. Swings the stairs at Damian. Damian sees it coming, and look at that. The back of Bob's head hits those stairs. And here it is. Can he get him up? Does. That is his finishing move, and that might be all over, but the crying. 1, 2, 3, and Damian comes away winning this match, but came down to Bob and Damian.
Here's your winner, Damian.
Match coming down to Bob and Damian, and you got to kind of think like, hey, probably going to see these two people's careers intertwined a little bit. But Damian looking very determined in this King of the Ring warm-up match. So here we go. Paul the Thing now taking on Goldberg. I got to be honest, this is probably one of those matches that I've really been looking forward to seeing. $1 million championship belt on the line, but Paul, former WCW World Champion, Goldberg, a former old WCW World Champion from the original WCW, but now the current $1 million champion, will put his title belt on the line against Paul the Thing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Universal $1 Million Championship.
So Paul the Thing firmly in the world title picture, the world title hunt. When he won the world title, changed his look up a little bit to the current look we see today, now wearing the crown. I'm guessing of his people. We don't even know where Paul comes from. I've had people ask me, why is his skin color green? My answer is always, because it's Paul the Thing. Now, Goldberg has only ever lost this championship one time, and that was when he was in the WWE. Lost it to Gunter. And right before the split, ends up winning the title back from Gunter and hasn't lost it since. Can Paul change that tonight, or will Goldberg retain his WCW, well, his Universal, not WCW, but his Universal $1 million title? Love hearing that crowd chant Goldberg's name. One of the favorites in WCW. Crowd just explodes every time he comes out. And speaking of exploding, the pyrotechnics also explode every time he comes out. Goldberg, though, getting pumped up, making his way down to the ring. Definitely one of the higher winning percentages when you look at all the televised matches. Once Goldberg won this, he was at one point the Universal Champion, lost it to Chris Jericho, then won this title, and this has been the title Goldberg has been fighting for and with ever since.
Introducing the challengers from Area 51, weighing in at 273 pounds, Paul the Thug. And his opponent from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 270 pounds. He is the Universal $1 Million Champion, Goldberg.
So the interesting thing about this match, one of the biggest reasons I've wanted to see this match so badly, is because these guys and their moves so powerful. Can the other one withstand the other to get their moves in and take advantage of it? I have just had a feeling that if these two ever met in the ring, depending on how the first 3 or 4 moves went, the match would go pretty quickly. So are they going to prove me wrong? Is this going to be a match that goes on for a minute or so? Or is this going to be a quick match? We will just have to wait and see. And I believe it could be a quick match either way. If Paul gets a hold of Goldberg, Goldberg gets a hold of Paul. Like, no matter how it goes. Both very powerful wrestlers, very powerful moves. Just like that, he throws him up into that corner. And gets right away and now kicking the back of the head while he's laying on the ground. Paul getting Goldberg back to his feet. Goldberg, though, look at this. Fights through it. Whips Paul up over the ropes. And now trying to take this action to the outside. Picks him up. Smashes him down right on the apron. Now you think about the size of Paul. And when only half of his back hits, that really could be jarring and jack you up a little bit. But look at this, right on the old scunion. Pile driver. Paul delivering the old scunion driver to Goldberg. Huge back elbow. Paul now starting to feel it. Goldberg getting back to his feet. Paul not letting him do it. Big headbutt. And here we go now. Paul driving him into the ground. Absolutely crazy. I would normally pick Paul as well, but it's just something about Goldberg having this belt. Normally when he doesn't, if he's not fighting for the belt, like it could go either way, but for some reason with this belt, only one person's ever beat him. Paul could be number 2. Look at that. Goldberg coming with the clothesline. Paul, though, ducks that, brings his leg up over the top, hits Goldberg right in the head, but Goldberg spearing him. Missile drop kick, and now Paul just reeling from what is going on. Goldberg now getting to the outside as well, getting around those steps, getting a hold of Paul, and driving Paul into that thin rubber mat on the outside. Remember, underneath that thin rubber mat is concrete, so not the most forgiving surface that you're ever going to find. And now Paul fighting back, trying to get back in control of the match, not letting Goldberg get too far ahead. And the weird thing is, This is probably the most Goldberg has kind of been dominated. Normally, Goldberg's opponents might get in a move, maybe 2 moves, and Goldberg then right back up on top of them, delivering just kind of fatal blow after fatal blow and ended matches quickly. But look how long this match has gone on. A lot longer than we probably first anticipated. Goldberg backed him up, but Paul recovers really quickly, takes him, runs him into that side post. And now, thought we might be seeing it. Is this a submission move? Paul lets him back up. Don't know if it was or not, but that might be setting it up. And here we go. Paul's finishing move now rolls up the leg. We might have a new champion, and no, Goldberg kicking out in 2. And Paul setting up again, getting ready to hit him with the old swamp thing. And there it is. Now do we have a new champion? Paul with the presence of mind to pull Goldberg out from away from those ropes. 1, 2, and look at that. Goldberg kicking out yet again. Jumping up, thought he was going to land that one, misses it. Goldberg now, this is typically where Goldberg gets it turned around. Paul's got to fight through right here if he has any hopes of staying in this match, even though he's been in control the whole time. Or for the most part, you can see Goldberg now starting to get his swagger about him, getting locked in on the ankle. Is Paul going to be able to fight through this? Does. Gets back to his feet, and here we go. Not many people have ever kicked out of this move. Can he get it in? Will Paul fight through it? Gets him up for the jackhammer. And back down. That is a lot of weight to be coming down on the chest of Paul. But look at this. Paul kicks out in 2. Gets back to his feet quickly, but Goldberg trying to anticipate it. Throws Paul yet again, and Paul rolls out of the ring trying to recover. Goldberg going to the top rope, however, not into the recovery thing. And Goldberg keeps the offense going. That is a huge drop. You think about just the weight of both the wrestlers. Any one of these moves is absolutely crazy. Little mini spear there by Paul. And throws Goldberg back in the ring. You can't win outside the ring. Look at this. Thought Goldberg was going to get him with the clothesline, but Paul sees it coming and traps both of the arms, smashes them down. Goldberg then kicks him down. Back and forth these two go. Like, this has been quite the match, especially when you look at the one-on-oneness of the match. Look at that. Thought he was going to get it in, does not. Gets behind him now. Grabbing both the arms again, maintaining control. And here we go. Splits Goldberg open. This might be it. 1, 2, 3, and Paul the Thing is your brand new Universal $1 million champion.
Here is your winner, and new, the Universal $1 Million Champion, Paul the Thug.
Never even thought about it, but what's funny about it is it actually matches Paul. Like, this is almost maybe the title belt that he should be having. So quite an interesting title belt for him to be winning. But he does win it. And we are down to our last 4 matches of the evening. Still to go in the main event. We have the World Championship belt, the final in the match in the series of 3 between Blaq, Hart, and Totes. Who's going to come out on top? We will find out. But first, Andrew Dubs and Grady will be facing off against the primetime players. Typically, you wouldn't have KVD in 2 matches in one night, but that one kind of slipped by me. So, the 8-man tag team championship, or tag team champions title belts will not be on the line, but tag champs will be facing off against Andrew Dubs and Grady. Not a newly formed tag team, at least as of yet, or that we know of, but maybe just giving it a go to see how that goes.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 478 pounds, the Fighting Tag Team Champions, the Prime Time Players.
Prime Time Players, 8-man tag team title belts. Really like the way those things look. Little nostalgic title belts going on there. Title belts not on the line like we have said before tonight, but still getting a little tag team tune-up match going on here tonight. How is the tag team of Andrew Dubs and Grady going to do and fare against the likes of a championship tag team?
And their opponents, first representing American Alpha from Asheville, North Carolina, weighing in at 247 pounds, Grady.
Grady now making his way down to the ring, still a member of American Alpha with Simba. I haven't seen Simba in a minute, but we have been seeing more and more Grady into some singles competition. Gonna see him with a new tag partner here tonight. But while we got the chance, remember, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, turn on the bell notification so you don't miss any time we go live, share the video. Prove to all of your haters that you are a good sharer. That all the stuff that they've ever said about you not being able to share, they've been wrong.
And from New York, weighing in at 240 pounds, Andrew Dubs.
Andrew Dubs now making his way down to the ring. Quite the debut last week. Facing off in that 4-man match, coming out on top, beating Damian at the end to get the W. How will he fare here tonight? Will he continue his success even though it's in a tag team match? Can he continue his success here tonight? So Grady and Strudel gonna be the two that start this match off here. Strudel getting off to a fast start, and Strudel, it's an interesting combination when you look at the difference between him and KVD. Strudel a lot more power. KVD a lot more high flying finesse. And the even funnier part is the tag team title belts that they have won really have little to do with tag team competition. But regardless of that, primetime players ready to get after it. Grady gets Dubs tagged in. And then gets Dubs whipped into the corner. Always the showman, though. KVD bringing the Bulldog down on him, and you can see getting Strudel tagged right back in. Dubs still on the ground. And Strudel playing it up to the crowd a little bit. Probably a little bit too long, however. Dubs gets him picked up. And a big full Nelson slam right onto the ground. And this is probably the way you'd want it to go. Especially if you were Grady and Dubs. I would want Grady up against Strudel, KVD against Dubs, probably facing off or matching up the best in those situations. Now, you don't always get what you want, but sometimes you just might find you get what you need. Strudel now picking him up. Look at that. Big throw over. Grady kind of reeling in pain a little bit. Strudel now going, getting Grady back up to his feet. Thought he might have been taking him over to the corner, but throws him again and gets KVD tagged back in. Again, like I said, this is probably kind of a new thing for KVD and Strudel. Not used to actually tagging where you've got to tag in your partner. They're used to the tornado tag matches, where it's complete chaos in the ring. But this time, one of the few times they've been in a situation where it's a little bit more structured. And look at this. Grady's starting to move a little bit slower, tried to make it over to Andrew, did not make it over to Dubs in time. But this time he does. Dubs now in the ring. Does KVD see it coming? He does. Ducks him. Gets him up. Helicopter, helicopter, helicopter. And gets him spun around. Dubs slides out of the ring, though, trying to get the advantage. But KVD remaining in control as the referee starts his count. Look at that. Steps back, sidesteps, hits KVD hard enough to throw him up against those ropes. KVD, though, not having it. Looked like Grady was going to get after him. Now jumps back in the ring and gets back in control of the match. Looked like they were going to get a little something going on there, but stops them. And look at this. Wrong corner. And that helps KVD stay in control of what's going on. Strudel now tagged into this match. And I'm wondering if Grady, Grady is back up. And now Strudel getting after it. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2. And Dubs kicking out in 2. Dubs now trying to get out of the ring. Gets Grady tagged back in. But this, just like when he got tagged in, thought it would leave Grady on an island. But look at this. Dubs recovers quickly. Thought Strudel might have been going after Dubs, but does not go after Dubs. Stays on task, getting after Grady. Grady then rolls out of the way, gets Strudel. Turned back around and starts delivering the knees to Strudel. Grady now gets Dubs tagged back in. And for not being a tag team, these guys are starting to go. Whoa, tasty pastry, but on the wrong side of the ring. Tasty pastry. Strudel's finishing move. And look at how fast Dubs recovers from that. Going back and forth, both exchanging some right hands. Finally, the hip toss coming from Dubs. 2. And now, only a 2 count. Now, it looked like KVD didn't exactly know which way he wanted to go. However, figures it out now, gets after Dubs, the legal man in the ring. But look at this. Dubs grabbing that knee. Did he twist it somehow? Is that leg possibly injured? Gonna have to watch out. Now, this might be KVD's finishing move, and it is. Elbow of Doom incoming. Hits Dubs with it, rolls up the leg. Grady there, though. Grady there to stop the count. Stops it quickly before it gets too crazy. Now Dubs fighting, delivering them shots right to the ribs. Overhead. Jumps up, missile drop kick, sizing him up. Thought he might have taken that time to get Grady tagged into the match. However, wants to keep the offense going. And now starting to use that ring against KVD. KVD kind of at the mercy right now of Andrew Dubs, who now gets back in the ring. And look at the speed of Kamikaze Von Doom. Recovers quickly, rolls the leg, but not hardly a one count. I mean, the hand barely hit. Grady already there, flying through the air, breaks that up. And now you got to think both KVD and Andrew Dubs probably want to get out of the ring. KVD now taking him over to that side. Double team incoming. Gets the ribs, and you know that his ribs are already taped up a little bit. Don't know if it's from injury or what, but Strudel going right after those ribs just in case it was. Picks them up. Huge slam. They are on the right side of the thing. It looks like he could have got to the rope, and he does. Grady there to break it up, but look at that. Reaching out and grabbing those ropes. Strudel can't hardly believe it. KVD looking on, and Strudel gets back to delivering the boots. Grady does have a tendency of not breaking up some things, but Grady has been on another level this match and has broke things up. Look at this! KVD, some kind of crazy jumping off that second rope. Ends up bulldogging him, and even though Dubs got up super quick, KVD just a little bit quicker to stay in control. And I'm telling you right now, Dubs taking quite the beating, but not getting pinned. Still maintaining his own. Little double team action going there. Flying shoulder block. Strudel setting up for it one more time. Tasty pastry incoming. Hits him with it again. Rolls up the leg, but look at this. Grady must have been practicing, because he has been there to break it up every step of the way. But that is the third finisher Andrew Dubs has taken. Is Andrew Dubs going to be able to get back to his feet? Is he going to be able to get Grady tagged in? Does he even know where he's at? You look at one elbow of doom from Kamikaze. Two tasty pastries. That's enough to take anybody out. Yeah, Dubs cannot get a break. Now, this is a bad thing. Dubs right now on an island after what's been going on. Can he get it turned around offensively? Strudel, look how fast he's back to his feet. Does Dubs see him coming? He might have, but not in time. Picks him up. Oh, thought a double chokeslam or double-handed chokeslam was incoming. That is not the case. Throws Strudel into the referee. Gets him. And there it is. Puts him in the W. 2. And Strudel kicks out in 2. But the W is Andrew Dubb's finishing move. Hits him with it again. Thought he was going to go. Does go for the pin. But KVD already back to his feet. Already in the corner. Getting it broke up. But AD now starting to even the score up a little bit, starting to get things rolling just a little bit in their favor. Now gets Strudel over to the corner. And again, wrong side. It allows Dubs to maintain control, get Grady tagged in. And Strudel now trying to fight through it, but look at how fast Grady recovers. That should show you Strudel a little time too. Oh, look at this. Didn't get the squats in at the gym. Now he's going to get them in during the match. And now Grady's starting to deliver. Little American Alpha Justice. Setting up for it. Here he goes. Wild man incoming. Rolls up the leg. KVD though right there. Dubs now right on top of KVD. Is Grady going to be able to take advantage of this? Split Strudel open. So starting to take advantage of something. Dubs and KVD going after it now. Grady getting up to the second rope. Incoming. You wonder why Grady wears that knee brace. You just saw it. He missed the knee drop. Picks him up. Here we go. Thought it might have been the old finisher incoming. We have seen Grady win on this move before. 2, 3. And there's the 3 count on the champions. Andrew Dubs and Grady, your winners. So that is very interesting. You know, for being the first time that these guys have really got to work together, ends up coming out to be quite the match and quite the win against a couple of tag team champions. Even though no belts were on the line, they still come out on top. Now we're looking at Jane versus Heather D, the leader of the New World Order, for the Money in the Bank WCW World Championship contract. Inside that briefcase, who is going to become the #1 contender to the title?
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Money in the Bank contract. Making her way to the ring, representing the Order from Leeds, England, the Universal Classic Champion, the Legend Killer, Jane.
Jane, the Legend Killer, now making her way down, current Women's Universal Champion. Is she going to be able to stop the NWO and become the #1 contender to the WCW Women's World Title? Then if she does become the #1 contender, when is she going to use it, since she is already the current Universal Divas Champion? When is she going to use that contract or cash that contract in, or does she just hold on to it for a while? We will have to wait and see what happens. And you know what time it is. NWO music has hit the arena. The women's leader of the NWO now making her way down to the ring.
Representing the NWO from Huntsville, Alabama, the Extreme Heather D.
So Heather D making her way down to the ring. Is she going to be able to secure a shot at the WCW Women's World Title? Now, interesting thing about this, both women have been world champions before. Not WCW Women's Champions, but world champions nonetheless in other promotions. Which one will get their shot tonight at the top gold in WCW? Haven't really got to see a lot of the women's NWO, but they have been dominant, with 3 of the 4 members holding world championship gold at one point or another. Heather off to a fast start already. Jane now trying to fight through. Trying to fight through and getting things turned around, but so far has not been able to do so. And remember, the NWO, they don't care. They will use every underhanded tactic that they can possibly use as long as it comes out to a win. And I'm going to tell you, it's kind of funny, a 4 horsemen, not very far off from that, to be fair. But they'll use countouts, they'll use whatever, that doesn't even matter. Now, just like a title, Money in the Banks cannot be won on countouts either. So, they got to win either by pinfall or by submission, one way or the other. They're going to find you. They're going to get you one way, maybe this week. And look at that. Jane off to a quick start. Gets a 2 count on Heather already. Heather ducks that boot, though. Swings and misses. Strike 1 becomes strike 3 awful fast. Jane now picks her up, takes her, drops her head into that top turnbuckle into the corner. Tries to start delivering boots. Heather stops those boots from happening, takes that leg, throws it back up behind her. And Jane now rolls out of the ring. Heather taking it to the top. Jane trying to shake it off, just like a Tay-Tay song. Cannot shake it off in time and ends up taking 2 boots to the chest. Call Heather in the morning. And now Heather right back in control of this match. Kind of weird. Had an opportunity really to kind of get back in control of the match. However, Jane jumps back in the ring, loses the advantage though, and Heather, you got to watch out for it. Like the one thing, not a lot of power, but what she does have is speed. So once you get control of the match, like if you're in control of the match, if you're in a match with Heather, you want to keep the pacing, maybe a little bit slower, but keep the pacing to where you're in control. But this might do it right here. Jane hits her with the last dance of Mary Jane. Now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, And Heather kicking out in 2. Look at the look on Jane's face. She's like, wait. Heather fighting through, and what's funny about their finisher, both very similar. Look at this little sneaky tactics right there. Jane tried to get her in a quick little schoolgirl maneuver, but Heather kicks out in 1. Now back in control of the match. Tells Jane, cry her a river like a Justin Timberlake song. Doesn't duck that boot, however. And big boot landed right to the face. Now Jane right back. Trying to stay one step ahead of the New World Order's leader. And now a series of assisted clotheslines just to add a little bit of stank to them. And referee count up to 3. Remember, you gotta win in the ring. Look at this. Reverse chokehold. Is Jane going to be able to fight through? Starting to fight through. Referee, though, count is up to 5. And Heather, once again, gets her with it. Referee count up to 6 now. Jane fighting through at 7. 8 incoming. Jane gets back in the ring, but remember, not going to be able to win this just on anything. Heather better get in the ring. Referee up to a 9 count. Don't think Jane saw her get in the ring. Missile drop kick to the back, and here now is Heather's finishing move. The H-bomb now rolls up the leg. 1, 2, and each one of them now has kicked out of the other one's finisher. But here we go again. Another one, another H-bomb, and look at Jane. Jane right in the right position up underneath the rope to get the rope break count from the referee. That was almost all over but the crying. And look, Heather sits down just discussing maybe some strategy with Jane, like, hey, I've hit you with 2 H-bombs. You should be out of this match. Start cooperating. Jane, however, not cooperating, getting things turned back around. Referee has his count up to 4 so far. And back and forth. Back and forth. Referee count up to 6. Huge clothesline. Jane throws Heather into the ring, though. She has taken her time getting in. Referee count up to 8. Wait, what is going on here? Lights go out, then all of a sudden, New World Order member Heather behind Jane, and now starting to deliver the right hands. Is Jane going to be able to recover from this? Jane just as shocked as everybody else in this arena right now. And you can tell the toll this match has taken on both competitors. Jane getting to her feet. Heather from the top rope. Jane sidesteps it. And look at this. Jane was going for her setup move. Heather goes for the finisher. Rolls up the leg right in the center of the ring. 3. And Heather D is going to come away with the Money in the Bank WCW World Championship contract.
Here is your winner, and Miss Money in the Bank, the Extreme Heather D.
Holy Moses, what a match that was. Like, that was back and forth, and every time you thought it might have been over, turns out it wasn't. But that leads us in to our two biggest matches of the evening. Digital Dogs is going to be facing off against Rowdy and Eagle Star. Before our main event of the evening happens, can Digital Dogs win a 2-on-1 handicap match against the Horsemen? And to be fair, it might not even be about winning. It might be about surviving. Remember, Digital Dogs right now, the WCW Hardcore Champion. But Digital Dogs also suffered an injury. So is that going to play, especially going up against in a match like this, is this going to play up tonight to where maybe he further injures himself and is unable to defend the Hardcore title? Maybe, but Digital has never backed down from a challenge.
The following contest is a handicap match. Making his way to the ring, representing the Bikers from Authority Megacorp HQ, weighing in at 382 pounds, the WCW Super Hardcore Champion, Dr. Dog.
WCW Hardcore Champion Digital Dog now making his way down to the ring, gonna face off against two of the three members currently of the Four Horsemen. Digital's name, however, has been thrown into the ring as a possible fourth horseman.
And his opponents, at a combined weight of 544 pounds, the Four Horsemen.
It's crazy. Right now, currently, you look at this. Eagle Star, the light heavyweight champion. Rowdy, the United States champion. Totes McGoats, the world champion. Adding Digital at this point. Digital, the current hardcore champion. Just saying, that's a lot of champions. But regardless of whatever it is, Rowdy and Digital will start off this match. Now remember too, it was Rowdy that suggested Digital become the fourth horseman. So Digital kind of getting a little showcase tonight to show Eagle Star, Totes, and Rowdy what he's made of. And like I said, it's probably not even about winning and losing. It might be about surviving. How much punishment did you take? How much punishment did you deal out? And it is a Falls Count Anywhere match. But Rowdy has been on the go since the start of this match. And that's just one of the things the Horsemen do. Can Digital get it turned back around? And that's another funny thing. There hasn't been too many big men become horsemen. So Rowdy is the biggest. Faux show. Digital wisely trying to get back after Rowdy as Rowdy got into the ring. And now kind of in no man's land on the outside. But Eagle letting things go down the way they're going to go down. And look at the sheer power of the enforcer of the Four Horsemen, picking Digital up, trapping that leg, and then slamming him, getting him back up into the ring. And Rowdy has pretty much been in control of the match since the start of the match. Eagle now hits him, rolls up the leg, only getting a 1 count though on Digital. And now getting him back over into the corner, getting Rowdy tagged back in, and you can kind of see how they have determined they are going to do this. But look at that. Little partner assisted exercises right there. Eagle takes Rowdy, brings him up. Rowdy then drives the knees right down into the chest of Digital. Digital now starting to recover, trying to get in control, trying to maintain some kind of thing. Gets Rowdy, takes him a little bit off guard, but look at this. Rowdy recovering quickly, rolls the leg, 1. And still only a 1 count. So you think about how much punishment Digital has taken to this point. And still, it's only a 1 count. Look at that! If you ever wondered why Eagle Star was a member of the Four Horsemen, you know now. Eagle will find a way to deal the damage. It doesn't matter how big or how small you are. And right there, that is a tough road to hoe, for sure.
Here are your winners, the Four Horsemen.
Now, I'm going to tell you, you don't really expect this match to go any other way. And again, not about winning or losing, but about surviving. And remember, this might have been a very strategical thing that Digital did, because Digital is trying to nurse an injury. So he got in there, took a lot of punishment, withstood it, and eventually got pinned. No need to hang your head with a performance like that. That was a tough one. But now, main event of the evening, the match everybody has been waiting for. Totes My Goats versus Blackheart in the third match of the series, the final match of the series. This is going to be a 15-man Iron Man match between Blackheart, a WCW World Champion, former World Champion, and Totes My Goats. So Blaq beat Totes for the championship. Totes beat Blaq for the championship. Blaq defended his title against Totes one time, and now we're into the final match. Whoever wins this match will be walking away with a belt. Remember, though, we have seen this match 2 times before, and it has always ended in a draw. The title belt does not change hands in a draw.
It is an Iron Man match, and is for the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
One of the coolest entrances in all of wrestling. Blackheart, a member of this channel, the very first member of the channel, getting his shot again at the world title belt. And in very similar fashion, Blackheart also changing and updating his look once becoming a world champion. Not something that's very uncommon, but quite a different kind of a look than he had before. So, is he going to be able to get back the WCW World Championship belt, or will he go back in to the division and have to work his way back up to get another shot at that title belt? Obviously, world champions will always get shots at the world title belt again. And Blaq has a very devastating finishing move. Not very many people can even get up from it. So, if he hits Totes with it, could very well be over. And he might be another, maybe only the second two-time WCW World Champion. So, definitely going to have to keep an eye on this. It's funny, if you remember too, Hogan, the very first WCW World Champion, Totes ends up beating Hogan for the championship title belt. And when he does, has the world title belt remade into this, and this has been and will be our WCW world title belt from here on out. Quite a distinctive look, quite a different look from most of our title belts. This was the original. Now you can see it in other title belts as well, but this was the original version that taught us how to do this. The Thunder logo and the Nitro logos etched into the side plates. Love the touch of that. Our channel's logo etched into the main portion of the belt, that front plate. So very cool belt, but Totes, the very first two-time WCW World Champion, will put it on the line here tonight. We know it's a 15-minute Iron Man match. By pin or by submission, Blaq won the submission match. Totes won the 2 out of 3 falls count anywhere. And in their final match, 15-minute Iron Man, most falls win.
Introducing the challenger from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 266 pounds, Blaq Hart. And his opponent from Huntsville, Alabama, weighing in at 257 pounds, he is the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Freak D.
So title belt on the line between these two for the last time, at least in this series. Not the last time these two will ever fight for a title, I am sure, but for the last time right now. Referee letting everybody know the title belt is on the line. Blaq getting ready. Totes getting ready. 15 minutes on the clock. Let's get her done. Totes getting off to the early start. Taking Blaq into that corner. And something that Totes has been doing a little bit more of here lately, ever since fighting Blaq, and you notice it's almost one of the things Blaq does is using a lot more of the springboard off that second rope or the springboard from the apron, but starting to put a few of those moves in there, and you start to wonder, is he learning this from Blaq? Totes now actually has a finishing move off the apron. Totes now using the ropes to get back to his feet, catching Blaq right and dirty. Picks him up. 1 minute of the match gone up to this point. Typically, we don't even see any pinfalls until about minute 7, somewhere in there. 7 minutes left in the match, and then things start happening fast and furious. Totes trying to get an early start on the gym tonight, using Blaq to deadlift up over his head. And look at that. Have never seen Totes with that kind of a move before. Almost a little bit like a super kick. Not quite, but kind of like a super kick. Four Horsemen sign being flashed by Totes. Blaq a little bit faster now, letting the feet go and getting back in control of this match. Huge boot right across the chin of Totes, and I mean, that has got to take it out of you. And you can see Blaq putting every ounce of power that he possibly can into every kick, into every punch, using the 360 motion that time. And that time it splits Totes open yet again. And I believe in all three matches, Totes has been split open. Totes now trying to get back into it a little bit on his own, but now both guys just going back and forth. Totes coming out on top for the time being. And it's weird that these guys choose to wrestle on the outside of the ring, because you know that's where the damage happens the most. And so instead of trying to keep it on the inside, these guys really trying to do as much damage to each other as they possibly can. Both men trying to show you the lengths that they're going to go to keep hold of or win back the WCW World Championship. Championship title belt on the line. 12 minutes remaining. Blaq now takes Totes back into the center of the ring. Referee trying to stay on top of things as it is. And Blaq now going for the first pinfall of the night. 2, 3. And I gotta be honest, a little bit shocked that a fall happened already. But Totes, of course, already split open, so kind of showing you how much power Blaq has been putting into every single one of these moves. Totes now trying to fight through it. And look at that, talking about power. About took Blaq's head off right there. Now gets Blaq up, gonna come down, and uses that leg spin to give it just a little bit extra oomph. Totes now deadlifts Blaq again for the second time tonight. Tosses him up in the air, and he lands right on the abdomen, probably knocking some wind out of him. And just another big clothesline. Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. And now it is tied up 1-1. Totes trying to stay in control. Whoa, really quickly. Gets Blaq in the extraction. Rolls the leg. 2, 3. And now it is 2-1. Totes Magoats with the advantage. Remember, nobody has ever won this match. We have had it 2 other times, and they have both ended in a 4-4 and a 5-5 tie. So will that change tonight, one way or the other? Can Blaq or Totes win this match? Huge power bomb on the outside. Totes flexing it up for the crowd, now delivering right on the chest of Blackheart. That elbow. And look at that. Blaq getting out of the way, kicking Totes. Totes getting his head driven right into the side mat. Blaq now getting Totes back inside the ring. Rolls into the ring himself. And look at that. Huge right hand. Huge right hand by Blaq. And look at this. This is Blaq's finishing. Oh, he didn't do it. But that Blaq was trying to set up his finishing move, but Totes fights through it. Huge right hand yet again. Totes now going on the outside of the ring. I don't think he can fly that far. Well, I was wrong. He did. He just flew in the wrong direction. Misses. Goes through, dives. Is he going to go for a cover? Not a finishing move by any stretch. But look at this. Already on the outside. Going to try it again. Blaq sees it coming. That is one of Totes' brand new finishing moves. He's had the extraction, And that was the one he actually won the final belt on, won the title belt on for the final pinfall on Monday Night Nitro. But now 3-1. Now, when I saw GC Rock get up on digital 3-1, I thought it was over. Thought digital had won with 1 minute remaining. So you can't count anybody or anything out. Even though it's 3-1, look at Blaq starting to get things going again. Ear claps Totes. Stays on top of him. Delivers a forearm right to the small of the back. Picks him up in a submission hold. Totes, because of the way that arm is, can't get to the ropes. You would think his feet would, but he's not. Can he fight through? Oh, he does. Thought he was going to tap there for a second, but fights through it. And hits Blaq yet again. Rolls up the leg. I was going to say, you can clearly see Black's foot up underneath the rope. Whoa. That is a crazy running forearm. Taking Blaq right off of his feet. And look at that. Just the impact of that. No way you kick out of that. 2. Well, I say no way you kick out of that, and then what's Blackheart do? Shows you why he is a former WCW World Champion. He kicks out of it. Totes hits him with the extraction now. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. It is now 4-1. Can Blackheart start making a comeback? 7 minutes left in this match. Can Blackheart get back on track, or is Totes going to become the very first winner of a 15-man Iron Man match? Rolls up the leg. 2, 3. And it is now 4-2, Blackheart. What's crazy is we haven't even seen Blackheart's finishing move yet. 1, 2. And Totes kicking out in 2. I was like, what the heck is going on? But look at the blood now running out of Totes' head. Blaq now going up to the top. We don't see a lot of this. Frankensteiner. Gonna say that could be a pin right there, but doesn't go for the pin yet. Blackheart now taking it up to the top rope. Diving, huge body. Body block. 2, 3, and now 4-3. Letting the feet go again. Totes staying on, but look at that. That is Blackheart's finishing move. That's enough to mess up your day. 4-4 now. And these guys might be going already. There's 5.5 minutes left. Might be going for the record. The most pins and submissions have been 5-5, so 10 right now already 4-4. 3 now 5-4 Totes. And these two ain't playing. Totes with that knee splits Blackheart open. 5 minutes left in this match. Look at the amount of blood now running off of Totes' forehead. Is Blaq going to start matching that up a little bit? Totes got split open early in the match. Blaq just got split open. 4.5 minutes remaining. Totes going over the top rope, and these guys just trying to show you the lengths they will go to for this title belt. Not wanting to give it up, not wanting to not have it. Back and forth they go. Currently 5-4, Totes McGoats over Blackheart. Blaq rolls out of the way. Gets up, throws Totes into that steel barrier with the pads. Now throws him into the ring post, and there is no pads in the ring post, just digital LED lights. Nobody getting counted out right now. Right now, Totes leading 5-4, but Blaq with 4 minutes left, probably fixing to try to change that and change it soon. But what's weird at this point, I don't think you can get pinned on the outside of the ring. And look at Blaq using the entire arena against Totes right now, which is probably pretty wise. Totes finally gets out of the way. And big slam. But it looks like it got to be in the ring to do pinfalls. So it would be in Totes' best interest not to get in the ring. It would be in Blaq's best interest to get in the ring. So the fact that they stayed outside so long is kind of amazing. Totes now just delivering shot after shot after shot now that he's like, look at all the blood on my face. I'm just trying to return some favors here. Three minutes left in this match. Totes up 5-4. And Totes, this might be a mistake right here. Totes gets Blaq back in the ring. Looking like he's trying to go for one of his new finishers. Look, hits it again. Rolls up the leg. 1, 2, 3. It is now 6-4. They have tied the record. Totes has broken a record. 5 is the most by one person. Totes now has it 6-4. Look at him going after it again. Blaq getting up to his feet. Is he going to be able to stop it? No, he can't stop it. Rolls it up. 2, 3. It is now 7-4 with 2 minutes left. And I'm going to tell you what, it would be really smart on Totes if he would just get Blaq out of the ring. Get him out of the ring. Don't stay in the ring. Blaq knows this, and look at Blaq fighting through this. Gets the old ear clap. Thought that was going to be his finishing move incoming. Gets a side slam in instead. Is down. Here it is. Oh, look at that. Blaq went to put the nail in the coffin. Totes grabs him. Sit down powerbomb. Sit down sausage, as McWayne would say. Stops it now. Totes might end up becoming the very first winner of this match ever. He lost enough blood to earn the victory, I will say that. Just look at the state of Totes' face right now. 1 minute left in this match. 7-4 right now. 50 seconds left. Totes gets out again, not satisfied apparently. Being up by 3. Hits him yet again. Pulls him into the center of the ring. Is he going to get this one in? Rolls the leg. 1, 2, 3. 8-4 with 30 seconds. And I am pretty sure we can just announce Totes is going to retain the title. But what a match this is. 12 different pinfalls. Huge slam. Thought he might have been going for one more. Here we go. Backpack. And right now, that is it. Totes McGoats has retained the WCW World Heavyweight Championship.
Here is your winner, and still WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Frank D.
So you look at the state of the Four Horsemen. Frank D, currently WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Rowdy, the United States title holder. Eagle Star, the light heavyweight champion. Unbelievable. Who is going to be the fourth one that they add? We know Digital's name is in the mix. I've got a feeling Sentinel is probably somewhere in there as well. Grady might be in there. It's hard to say who is all in the mix, but that is something moving forward as we advance, maybe even through the King of the Ring, that will start developing as well to see who the fourth horseman is going to be. But right now, even the Four Horsemen down to 3 members, leading the WCW and showing you why the Four Horsemen are one of the elite groups in WCW. Now, that is going to do it for us tonight. I want you guys drop the likes, subscribe if you're new, become a member of the channel if it so moves you. You guys know what's going to happen, and members help make that happen. We're going to be giving away title belts on this channel. We need more members to get there faster, to give away more stuff. So, if that's something you guys want to do, do that. But, more importantly, just come hang out in the chat. Love it. You guys are what makes this channel go around, and we will catch all of you in the next one. Peace.